questions on the back page on like 26 and 28. So if you want to flip to those, I had a few people ask about 28, so I thought it'd be good for us to, or 26, and then we can kind of set up 28 as well. So it wants us to know if the two triangles are similar in 26. So similar figures, we can tell that based off the fact that either there's, so in order for triangles to be similar, it can be angle, angle, and that means we have two equal angles and they're automatically similar. Side, 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 that means all the sides have to be proportional and they only give us one set of sides here. Or side, angle, side, it's the same idea, they only give us one set of sides. They tell me this is 8 and this is 2. Now, I do have angle, angle in this case, because I have a set of angles here that are equal, and then a set of angles here that are equal. So the equal triangles, or the similar triangles, are actually this top triangle. So that triangle, and then the big triangle. So I'm going to draw those out separately. So this is B, G, S. And they give me that this is 8. And then that means this whole thing is 10. So careful with that. That's really important. So that whole thing is 10. So we do have the fact that these triangles are similar by angle, angle. That's all they're asking for in that first part. So it says if they're similar, write a similarity statement. So I have to name these triangles. So the first triangle I'm going to name is the little one. So I'm just going to go around. So BOD. Or whatever you call it, DOB, whatever you guys called it. Whatever you decide to call it, we have to be consistent going down to the next one. So we should go around this way. Same thing here. So I should go BSG. Going around. Those triangles are similar. Then they want a scale factor. That's comparing the two side lengths we know. So I know 8 and then I know 10. So I just basically make that a fraction. 8 over 10, so this is a 4 to 5 scale factor. So that would be true for all the sides in the figure. I'm going to go down to 28, and then again, if you guys have other questions, you can let me know. We can go through things. If you aren't running into issues, again, I'm going to email out the answer key. I'll actually probably try to send it. I have prep next hour, so I'll try to send it then. I'll send it via email. So if you guys get an email and want to check it quickly and then come in during AR today, that's fine. Otherwise, if you want to wait till tomorrow to come get help, that's also okay. Or if you don't need help at all, even better. So it says heights of 2 vertical posts. So basically, like flagpole, whatever happens to be post are standing. So we have a 3 meter high post and 0.75. Now you might be asking why I'm drawing a triangle. I probably shouldn't have done that already. It tells me the shorter pole has a shadow. So this little shadow is 0.85 meters. The reason I drew that into a triangle is because that's kind of the, like basically the angle of the sun, that is what causes a shadow. So, so the post is kind of hiding that, and so there's going to be a shadow behind it, kind of like what I have up here. They want to know the longer post shadow. These are going to be similar triangles, and there's another, like that's just the general idea is that if the angle of the sun is the same for both posts, this angle is going to be the same. So again, this is angle, angle. So we're setting up a proportion. Anytime I have similar triangles, just like I do here, down here, same idea. I have similar triangles, I have to write a proportion. So this height of the post, 3, goes with the other one's post, 0.75. Now if you put it below, that's fine as well. Then, since I'm in this triangle already, I'm going to do X, and that has to go with the other one's shadow. And then this just becomes cross multiply and set equal. And a similar thing happens in number 29. So again, it's similar triangles, you're setting up a proportion there. And if you run into types of like, yikes, every time you do one of those, I get it wrong. I can always make up a new example with you guys if you came in during AR or during that time tomorrow. I can always like give you an extra practice problem like that because I think it's good for you guys to try it on your own as well. Is there anything else you guys were running into issues with? Yeah. 14. That's a good one. I thought that one sounded covered. 14. Oh, real quick, because I missed it on 15 here. I was looking back and noticed that the medium and trapezoid, again, they use the word median here. Mid-segment, sorry. I always call it a mid-segment. Some books, and I stole this from another book, they call it a median. So mid-segment, median of a trapezoid. That's number 15. I'm going to go back to 14. It's Ellen's question. All right, so it tells us this is an isosceles trapezoid. They want us to find this little angle here, M and Q. Now I know it's an isosceles trapezoid, so I'm going to draw it a little bit different because it's hard to mark on that. So I'm going to kind of draw it a little bit flatter, or a lot flatter, if that hopefully helps a little bit. Because I know that that's 74 in an isosceles trapezoid. I probably should have drawn. So I know this is 74. That means in an isosceles trapezoid, that's also 74. So those two base angles are equal in an isosceles trapezoid. And I know this is an altitude, it's a height, so it's a right angle here too. So that allows me to find that one. So the drawing is so skinny that it's hard to mark up, but in isosceles trapezoid, the base angles are equal. Is that okay, Ellen? Yeah. Other questions, you guys? Anything else that you just like, you're like, yeah, I'm skipping over that one, or? Did you guys catch on number 7, the angle of depression, what that looks like? So let me just draw what this looks like. This is another vocab word that could easily be confusing. So angle of depression from an airplane. So we have our little airplane flying up there. Angle of depression for an airplane to a rock. What that means is if the airplane keeps flying straight, the angle of depression is like this. So if I was looking down from the airplane, so it forms a right triangle here. Angle of depression is 50. Distance from the plane to the rock. So if I went straight down to this little rock, it's 2.7 miles. How high is the plane flying? So we're looking for that distance. So that's just a trig problem. The drawing just might be hard to visualize. Other questions, you guys? Yeah. 17. All right. And this one I might just give you a little guidance and then tell you that I need to make sure you're understanding. So basically this one's asking for the vocab words from chapter 5. So the vocab words that we learned in chapter 5. So basically this is almost like a matching problem. The choices are median, altitude, perpendicular bisector, angle bisector. I'm trying to think if there's any other one. There might be it. So basically you're just trying to match which vocab words goes with which based off the information they're giving you. So like, and I'm going to take I think the easiest one. So if it tells you these two angles are equal, that means that line would have to be an angle bisector. So if you don't know the other information, so like the next problem up, it's almost like erase that information, determine if you can tell what kind of line that is. So it's a kind of a matching then now if you want to set it up that way. So I would suggest going to our notes on the median, and again, the chart that we made with this would probably be a really good place to go. If you guys, again, if you don't have those charts, shoot me an email, say I need the chart about medians. I can always shoot you guys that. But you have to be able to, like, if I just tell you the answers to you, that's not going to be helpful. So I'm going to suggest that you go and look up what is a median, what should it look like in a drawing, what's an altitude, what should it look like in a drawing. So I'm going to be kind of a little bit, I guess, not helpful. So I'm going to suggest that you go back and look at those. Other questions, guys? And so the answer key I'm going to send you has just the answers. That being said, if it just has the answers and you turn in an answer key or a review that has just the answers and they're all exactly right and there's zero work, I'm going to think that maybe you didn't put much work into your review. I know some of you guys don't show a ton of work, but just know that maybe showing a little bit of work as you're going is going to help me to know that you put effort into this. You want to show that you did that. So if I'm sending you the answer key, I expect that there's not just an answer key coming back to me. So please show a little bit of work. On a problem like this, there wouldn't be much work. But on one where you had to put something into your calculator, maybe write down what you put in your calculator so I know that you're putting effort for it. Especially if there's algebra involved, try to maybe write a few steps down so I know you're doing something versus just copying my answer key. I want to give you guys the credit for the review and the work you put into it. And so if it looks like you just copied my answer key, I can't do that. All right, that review is due tomorrow. The note card should come with you guys. Missing work, bring your textbook. We have a few minutes left here, but again, you're welcome to come see me during AR today or during that morning help time tomorrow. So if I didn't answer your questions here now, let me know and we can talk.